Hey guys, I'm Unblessed Data, and welcome to another review. This time we have another episode of Hannibal, one of the best TV shows on air right now in my opinion. But before I get right into this episode and converse about it, talk about it, tell you what I thought about it, I want to let you guys know this review will contain spoilers, so if you do not want to know what happened, watch the episode and come back. You have been warned. Don't complain that you were spoiled. So, this episode is very interesting to me. It kind of deviated from the usual scheme of things, and it gave us a lot of answers to a lot of questions that were still unanswered previously. But more, of course, unanswered questions are present at the end of this episode. So right off the bat, we find out more about Miriam, and she's talking to Jack. Basically, Jack is getting right to the point and saying, we need to find the Ripper. He's still at large. He's still killing. You're the closest thing we have to him. You've seen him. You talked to him. You were in close combat with him. Who is he, and how can you help us find him? Now she says, I only remember his voice. That's all I can remember. I don't know anything else. So why doesn't she remember anything? Well, it's the same answer of what happened to Will. Why didn't Will remember Hannibal manipulating him? It's because Hannibal uses some different techniques to make them forget, have blackouts, same thing as Will. He did the same thing with Miriam. So she only heard his voice. It's the only thing that she remembers. So now we go to Alana, and she's talking to Hannibal. They're in the custody of the FBI, and well, not in the custody, but they're with the FBI in one of the, rooms where they talk to the criminals. And she's basically saying, we found Miriam, and she's watching right now. And Hannibal figures out, well, if she's here watching, she's just trying to hear my voice and figure out if I'm the Ripper or not. So obviously, I'm at the edge of my seat thinking, man, they're going to find out Hannibal's the killer right away. But no, Miriam goes right off the bat and says, no, it's not him. But how could Hannibal make her think that? Again, it's him trying to twist her thoughts with his techniques, the flashing lights, the blackouts. He made her completely think that he's not the Ripper. At this point, Will is free from the previous episode because they figured out he's not the Ripper because of the last killing, kind of connected everything, and basically told him he wasn't. So Will knows about Miriam. He wants to help try and find the Ripper, but, he wants to talk to Miriam too. So they bring him to the scene where they found Miriam, and he does a little vroom vroom thing. He puts himself in Hannibal's position, and he does, a lot of things weren't found out there. Nothing really came to light. But he's just said to Jack, you can't trust anything as it seems to be, because Hannibal, and again, he's just referring to the Ripper as Hannibal. He's convinced it's Hannibal, but of course no one else is. He's saying Hannibal's very manipulative. He's going to figure out how to make this seem like it's not him, but it's really him. So don't trust any of the evidence. He's warning Jack as much as he can, but of course Jack's not going to listen. We go to Frederick, and Frederick offers to recover the memories of Miriam, same thing as he did with Will, but Jack, he seems kind of not really wanting to do it. He doesn't really trust Frederick at this point. So Will talks to Miriam, and he's kind of just sympathizing with her, saying, the same thing happened to me. We're both pawns of the Ripper, and, the blackouts and everything, I remember that too. And he basically kind of says, he wanted us to be free. The only reason why we're free is because Hannibal wants us to be free. If he didn't want us to, we'd be both dead right now. So, because Will's free, he can do whatever he wants now. He goes in the middle of the night to Hannibal's house with a gun. He points at Hannibal, and he's ready to kill Hannibal right there. He's convinced Hannibal's the killer, the Chesapeake Ripper. So he's like, I'm going to end this right now, kill him. But Hannibal brings up a good point. If you kill me and I'm innocent, you kill an innocent man, and that's on your conscience. If I'm the Ripper and you kill me, you kill the Ripper, and you're not going to get any answers to any of your questions that you have for the Ripper. So with that in his mind, Will just chickens out and doesn't kill Hannibal and just goes away. So now Jack brings Miriam to Hannibal to try to recover her memories, which was the complete opposite thing of what would be ideal if, Jack knew everything that was happening. He should have brought him to Frederick. But of course, she brings him to Miriam to Hannibal. And Hannibal tries to make Miriam remember the phone call that Jack has on his phone. That is Miriam saying, help Jack, I don't want to die, like from previous episodes. But she remembers bits and pieces, but still doesn't recall that Hannibal is actually the killer. So now there's more evidence piling up against Hannibal. They found a fingerprint, some chemicals that were used to induce the state of the shock and everything that confuses the people, loses their memories. They found the same chemicals that Hannibal uses with Miriam, so that's piling more evidence onto him. Now this is where things get crazy, because Frederick goes home to his house, he's scared for his life at this point. He knows Hannibal is going to try to kill him, so he's treading very lightly, to quote Breaking Bad. But he needs help, and he went to Jack for help, but he's not really helping him. So what is he going to do? He's just kind of backed into a corner. So Frederick returns home, and he hears, you know, the life, I don't even know what it's called. You know, in like the shows, like in hospitals and stuff, when someone's like dying, it goes like beep, beep. He hears that. I don't know what that's called, but he hears that in his basement, and he goes downstairs, and he finds Gideon. And Gideon's just cut up. All his limbs are cut off. Really crazy. And there's like a bandsaw or some kind of saw, like, cutting his meat up. And he's just, like, shocked. So, you know, of course, Frederick runs upstairs, and Hannibal's there in his, like, killer suit, his plastic suit, see-through suit. I love that suit. And he knocks Frederick out. The FBI's at the door at this point saying, you know, let us in, because Jack wants Frederick and Hannibal to be questioned. So after that, Frederick wakes up. There's a knife in his hand. Blood everywhere. You know, he's already panicking, so at this point, he's going crazy. He walks around through his house. He finds the FBI agents that were at his door killed. One of them, his guts is everywhere. The other one is killed in a classic Ripper fashion with, you know, a bunch of stuff just impaled into him. So Frederick goes, he just goes to Will right away. He doesn't know what to do, so he's talking to Will saying, you know, I don't know what to do. If Jack finds me, he's just going to think I'm the Ripper. This is what Hannibal wants. He's just played us like pawns. So Jack finds everything at the house with the FBI agents. You know, they're running through everything. And Frederick tells Will that he has to run. You know, that's the only thing I can do. But Will says, that's just going to make you look more guilty. You can't run. Just go to Jack and tell him what happened. But Jack arrives because Will called him, kind of turning his back on Frederick. And then a chase scene happens. Frederick runs out of the house, and Jack's following him. Of course, Jack, he has a limp. Like, what is he supposed to do? So Jack finally catches him, brings him into custody, and this was really unexpected in my opinion. But they have him being questioned, Frederick, by Alana, and you know he's just saying stuff, and he's saying, you know, everything's under your noses. You can't see that Hannibal's the Ripper, but he is basically. That's what he's saying. He's like, but I don't want to say anything else until my lawyer gets here. And as he's saying this, Miriam is listening. And again, she only remembers the voice of the Ripper, and she's like, no, that's him, grabs Jack's gun, shoots through the door, straight headshot, and kills Frederick. And that was crazy. I didn't think she was going to go like that. But again, this is all Hannibal's plan. Hannibal knew that if he brainwashed Miriam to think that Frederick was a killer, that Miriam would kill Frederick, because that's the kind of person Miriam is. And the thing is, of course, why wouldn't Hannibal just kill Frederick? Well, Hannibal just can't kill everyone and have all these unexplained deaths, because then that's more evidence to him. So that's why he basically controlled everyone so that Frederick would be captured, made it look like Frederick was the Chesapeake Ripper, and then make Miriam think that Frederick is the Chesapeake Ripper, and then kill Frederick. That's a master plan right there, but it came together so perfectly. The last scene of this episode is Will goes to Hannibal's office. He goes inside, and he basically just says, I want to resume my therapy. They both sit down like, okay, where do we begin? And the episode ends. Great episode. I love, the endings are always so great in this show, but I just can't wait for the next episode. Just like any other time in between episodes. This show just keeps getting better and better. I think the writing is great, honestly. All this chess piece work, like, you know, move this piece so that is affected, and this, and then in the long run, like, who would have thought that Gideon was going to play this big a part? I didn't think that at all, so, I don't know. I just can't keep praising this show. If you're not watching the show by now, there's something wrong with you. Watch it. Why are you watching this review if you don't watch the show? I don't know. Watch this show. Tell all your friends about it. Get this show the attention it deserves. But what did you guys think about this episode? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll talk to you guys later. See ya. Thanks for watching.